I počinjemo našu avanturu u igri Vampyr. Fuck. Malo mi zanosi miš. Ok, ušli smo u ovu kanalizaciju, tako da idemo da vidimo šta se dešava. I šta će biti. Ovdje je naravno zatvoreno. From the other side, ok, s druge strane. Naravno, zašto bi radilo? Eno ga tamo nešto. Znači tamo bi trebali da idemo. Čekaj, to bi trebalo onda da se otvori. Treba da pronađe točak.
So that's it. These wheels control the water level. That gate should shut properly now.
Sad treba da zatvorim obe. Zatvaramo ovu i zatvaramo ovu. To je to. Da, i sad bi na onu gore trebalo da pritisnemo. Da, to je to, super. Nestao. Idemo dalje. Čini mi se da se mogu nešto tu da radi. Ok, evo ga opet trag krvi. Ubijena osoba. I još tragova. I još tragova. Kao i još. I još, evo ga ovdje isto. Opet nestao. I ovdje je prošao zapravo. Uzet ćemo malo pacova da ga pojedemo.
It's locked.
From the other side, naravno, znam. What the fuck?
These maggots have escaped the wrath of Ascalon for too long. It is time to purge the sewers of their filth.
You again. The one they call the sewer dog.
Hold your tongue, newborn, or I'll crush you like a maggot.
Evo, izgleda će sad borba s njim.
Finally, a touch of lucidity. So learn to respect the laws of Ascalon. I am Fergal Banshee, the hand that crushes all. Once you vanished, I'll slaughter these skulls while singing your name.
Fuck.
How are you? I shall tear thee apart and spill my blood to the pissing
Oh shit.
wells. Your blood is now mine.
Još malo mu je ostalo. Jel, ta sam, evo ga. Ovdje.
Return to your apothecary and needles.
To je to. Vidim kuda bi trebao da idem. Možda ovdje gore. Ne. Čekaj bre, kuda stvarno trebam da idem, nemam pojma. A, evo ih vrata ovdje, vidi kolika su. Ali dalje ima krvi.
At least one skull escaped Virgil's wrath.
I sad treba da pronađem tog jednog.
The poor creature is bleeding to death. He cannot be far.
Ha, skočio je tamo gore. Ok, ja ću idem samo da ovdje uzem šta može da se uzme. Ovdje nije. Aha, evo ga krv.
How could he have made it this far? There's blood everywhere.
I da vidimo ovdje gore. Jeste, evo ga ovdje gore.
Safe we are, still. Drink now. This isn't the blood of a vampire, but it will quench your thirst. This is our domain, not yours. You've been warned.
Wait, I saved you from this creature. That must count for something.
Thank you. Now go. Go back to the streets and houses. There is no love lost between us, vampire. But thank you.
Sean Hampton sent me here. I believe he wanted me to find you. Who are you?
If you must know, they call me Old Bridget. And this shelter is where we live.
I'm Jonathan Reed. I'm a newborn Ekon. I'm afraid I'm not sure what's going on.
I shall not bend a knee, young Ekon. But I sense your pain. Ask, and I will afford you my attention.
Why did creature after you?
Why
Okay, I
was
thought
that
you...
creature after you?
Fergal is the blunt instrument of the Ascalon Club. His masters would see us dead or turned into slaves, if they had their way.
What the hell was that thing? He wasn't an Ekon or a Scow.
They are known as Volkod, an ancient offshoot of immortals. Blood drives them, enrages them.
What of this Ascalon Club?
Vampire society's elite in the Empire. They make the rules and enforce their judgment upon us whom they see as lessers.
So is it you that Sean Hampton sent me to find?
Perhaps. The sad saint was always kind to us. He must trust you if he revealed our location.
Can he be
Sean is a
trusted?
skull. All those I've encountered have been violent, crazed creatures. How can he be any different?
Maybe because he is the sad saint. Or perhaps because I am old Bridget of the Sewer Skulls.
Sean killed a patient of mine. And that's just one of the murders he's being hunted for.
If you refer to Harriet, she is now among us and under our protection.
Harriet Jones is alive. That's it. That's the proof Sean wanted me to find. I must talk to her.
No. Harriet is not alive. But you can speak to her. I must warn you. She is fragile and may not receive you warmly.
I don't understand.
She is filled with bile and hate. Her mind is sharp as a tack, but her body is so weak. I've never seen its like before. She is resting in a room on the far right of this hideout.
Thank you. I will bear that in mind.
Okej. Znači, po neko... What the fuck? Nekako sve mislim kao da je postala vampir. Čekajte da vidim. Recovery, ovo me nemam pojma šta je. Znači ovu pijanicu i ovog ovdje bi možda i mogao da ubijem zato što nije povezan ni sa kim. Da.
Oh, Bridget, allow me to wander above some years. Keep your distance, Echo. Eternal gratitude for your protection, Master.
Okej, ovo mi nije jasno zašto plače, brate, mislim.
Bridget says you are one to trust.
Naravno da ćete mi verujete. Kome ćete verujete nego meni? Aha, evo je. Shit. Tu je. Samo ću ti pokradim to što si imala tu. Ili ima još nešto? Ima. Sada pričam s tobom.
Hello, Harriet. Do you recognize me?
Yes.
Šta i sa rukom, brate? Pogledaj ti ovo kako je nabildovana ruka.
So full of secrets.
I've so many questions I need to ask you, Harriet. If you would.
I love questions. As for the answers, you may not like them.
How you feel? To ćemo prvo da pitamo.
I can't see. I can't move. My body's burning. I feel as if I'm dying over and over again.
Have you tried to eat or drink something?
People here tried to feed me, but I'm just not hungry. I don't have the strength.
Is it painful? Malo je ovo glupo što pitam.
It is not pain I feel. It's like I can't stop feeling every inch of my body. But at the same time, each muscle and bone is the wrong place.
Okay. Why fake your death?
Your room. The blood. What brought you to fake your death in such a gruesome fashion?
To see if I would be mourned.
Why flee with Sean Hampton?
Oh, it's always a pleasure to see a saint fall to sin. But the coward still won't kill.
Nećemo ovo da pitamo. Why did you come here? To
Why
ćemo
did
da
you come
pitamo.
here?
And why not? This is where I live now. Oh, you leave me be.
Will you respect old Bridget's wishes? Will you obey her?
Bridget is kind. She only needs to keep me fed and I'll be good.
So you desire to stay here?
Yes, I'm with my own kind. Birds of a feather, so to speak. Poor Harriet. Always alone.
I have a question of the utmost importance to ask. Will you answer?
Questions, questions, questions. The good doctor, always searching for answers.
Do you remember what you did after leaving the hospital? Did you kill anyone?
First, a question from me. You answer first.
Very well then. What do you want to know?
Are you like me? Are you also dead?
I'm nothing like you. I'm not Skull. To ću
We
da kažem.
are similar, but not the same, Harriet.
I like what I am. I truly do. I relish the pain that courses through me.
I know you fled the hospital with Sean Hampton. Did you or Sean kill anyone in your flight? Anyone? Try and remember.
I will not lie. I wanted blood, and I wanted revenge, and Sean pulled me from it, brought me here instead. But the shadows heard my prayers. The shadows killed that bastard.
Don't lie to me.
Who was that man? The one murdered in the street?
He used to be my landlord. I lived here for many years before falling ill. Oh, he was an awful man. Disgusting and cruel. So cruel.
Shadows? Tell me what you saw.
The shadows, they heard me and answered. Something in the deep darkness, quick, deadly. It asked me if I wanted revenge. I answered, yes.
And these shadows, this presence, do you still hear it? Was it a vampire? Did Sean see it?
It spoke only to me, and now it is silent, but it is born of hatred. And it will kill again. And it hates you, Doctor. Oh, it hates you.
What makes you say that?
It whispered your name, Dr. Reed. It wanted to know who you were and where you went.
Questions about me? What did you say?
Nothing, Doctor. I said nothing. There was nothing it didn't already know. Oh, I'm tired now. Let me rest.
Ok, zanimljivo. Neko se raspitivo za mene. Neke senke.
Have you found the answers you were looking for, young Ekon?
There is too much left unanswered. So many questions.
Get to know us, spend time with us, and I may be willing to answer more questions.
Tell me about Harriet.
What manner of creature is Harriet? She is different from everyone else.
I really don't know. I'm not even certain she is a skull. I've no idea as to what blood made her.
What is a skull, in fact, in your honest opinion?
The progeny of a vampire, disavowed by her maker. Perhaps a fruitless branch of a noble tree. A word used to enslave us. I cannot say.
You mentioned that vampire blood has tremendous potency. You believe it to be stronger than your own?
The vampire's sweet blood. That rich, dark wine that we crave. For it made us, and it can sustain us.
I thank you for your time, madam. I must go back to Sean Hampton now.
Ok, sad idemo do Shoa.
Ample payment,
Ajde, završavajte.
To protect us, I'll close the access to our hideout, but you can use our shortcut to reach Mr. Hampton's shelter. Just follow the arrows.
Okej.
Thank you.
Samo treba da pratimo strelice. Oho, neko je ovdje.
Are you all right, sir? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question. Don't you know this is a quarantine zone?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm investigating the epidemic. You had better get to a safe place while you still can.
Oh, really? Well, go investigate somewhere else and leave me be.
I beg your pardon?
I said go. Leave me alone, sir.
Sir, you...
For fuck...
It's my...
I'm safe.
I see.
Do you think...
Pak, on je 3. Čekaj da ga vidim, da li možda... Čekaj, evo ga. Hide and seek, find. Dobro, trebam da pronađem to. To ću pronaći kad budem sad išao ovdje delom.
It's locked, all right.
Zanimljivo. Vjerojatno će mi on dati ključ.
Old Bridget says you are one to trust.
Okej, idemo ovuda.
It's locked.
Ali me ne čudi je. Sad ćemo da vidimo kuda smo otišli. Zanimljivo. Možda je ovo sad oni put što smo vidjeli. Da, mislim da jeste.
It's locked.
Iz Armana, da. Ovo je to je taj put.
Welcome back, Dr. Reed. Would you like to take communion with me now?
Sean, are you eating raw flesh?
It is the sacred flesh of the mortal lamb. Our Lord's bountiful transmutation for the sustenance of his believers. Thank you, Lord. I am your most humble servant.
So, true to your word, you waited for my return.
I told you, Dr. Reed, I was a man to be trusted. Did you have words with the poor Harriet?
You protect mortals and skulls.
You make no distinction between the living and the skulls, do you?
We are God's children, Dr. Reed. One and all. And he's determined to save us.
Does this place belong to you? How can you be so certain you can keep it open?
This warehouse was once property of the Dawson family, but has been bequeathed me through donation.
The Dawsons? The wealthiest family in London? Have they a clue as to what goes on here?
Not at all. The donation was made before the war. The building was run down. I never met Aloysius Dawson myself.
Harriet, Miss Jones has been behaving in a most violent manner. She's going to need special attention.
That's precisely the reason I brought her here. To meet old Bridget. She's the guide Harriet requires.
Harriet is possessed by her hate.
Neko bi se čini da je animacija ista kod ovog lika kad priča.
She has joined her own kind, Doctor. Old Bridget is a saint to the younger skulls, guiding them to salvation and peaceful
Sad će rukom, tako je. Mislim da je animacija ista. Ima par istih animacija.
Logic is a false prophet. Faith is the only path to salvation.
What do you mean?
We have been blessed with God's eternity. We are the instruments of his divine will. We shall feed the hungry forever and ever. Amen.
Like to trust you. I hardly follow you.
I simply agree that all are one and the same. In death, I mean.
Give yourself over to God, Doctor. Expel your urges and kneel before the Lord in praise.
These urges. You know the hunger will never be satisfied.
I've come to embrace the everlasting craving. I have sworn to feed only upon the flesh of the dead. It is now my sacrament. Take, eat. This is my body. So saith the Lord.
A ne znam šta mu se desilo. Turn. Sacrifice XP in the UV heal. Blood. Spare. Sacrifice in the process. You will heal. Spare iron. Place. Čekaj, šta da uzmemo? Da li da žrtvama 500 XP-a? Ajde ćemo... I don't trust you.
I really would like to believe your fairy tale. The good ghoul feeding upon the flesh of the dead. But I'm all out of innocence.
Do you question my faith, Dr. Reed?
Do you remember William? Oh, how his admiration for you was exceeded only by his hunger.
May his soul rest in peace.
A night will come.
Mi se čini li su da je ono bila pravoslavna ikona.
Trusts you completely. A friend will die never to wake.
You confuse your voracious appetite with my itchy hunger. I would never kill a friend, nor an innocent.
I believe you've discovered our defining difference.
No! No!
Okej, ubio sam ga. Wow, ubio sam ga. Dobio sam 6300 experience-a. I dobio sam Master is level, povećan mi je level. To je lepo. Tako da bi sada realno mogao da... Da, evo ga, 3. Sad ove koji su 3. level mogu da pozesam i da ih ubijam. Znači, ubio sam njega. Glavnog u ovoj oblasti ovdje. Ali još nisam završio ovo. Ok, sve u svemu imamo hide and seek da vidimo zbog čega.
Another corpse thrown in the streets.
What's this in... Ajde, probamo, šta mu je u ruci?
I know this
Broš.
brooch. This is my mother's. A birthday gift from father.
Zanimljivo.
29 Pretty Orchard Street. That's near Poplar's district. Why would this man carry off my mother's brooch? I must go there.
Zanimljivo.
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be...
Sad im old broš, evo ga ovdje. Dobro.
Any assistance?
To see
Did
what's
you see
happening.
what happened to him?
Actually, yes. He was thrown from the roof like a vulgar log.
Ha, bačenje sa krova. Čekaj.
Actually,
You're afraid who could have done that?
Who could have done that?
who? Well, a vampire, of course. Look, bite marks on the neck and lacerations here. There is definitely a vampire close by.
Nešto me čudi da mi možda majka isto nije vampir. Majka i onaj matorac. Da mi nisu vampiri možda. Što je sa njom?
Why is it that you sound so afraid?
You didn't see it.
Pa da je možda majka bacila ovoga i da je on imao to u ruci.
Goodbye, and good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
Znači bačenje sa krova. Znači gore. Da vidim ove da pitam isto.
Did you see what just...
No, I didn't. And I don't care.
Really? Why is that?
Because this sexist pig is one of the 4 men who blacklisted me. Good riddance, if you ask me.
Well,
Okej, ovo ne zna ništa onda, dobro.
Glad to see you.
Did you see what happened?
No. I was coming back to the shelter from work when I heard an awful scream, and there was this man, dead, just in front of the building.
You saw nothing at all?
No. I told you, just that awful woman's scream.
A woman's scream?
Woman's scream. Da, možda je moja majka.
It was terrifying.
Vampir.
I thought it was my sister, so I ran. But it was a man I've never seen round here before.
Lottie, tell me about the death of your mother.
Giselle killed her, plain and simple. She killed her with her daily whims, her laziness, and her complaints.
That's quite a statement. You can't kill someone because you're fickle.
Mother was very ill, but I forgave Giselle. What I couldn't stand was how she cried at her funeral like she was the one left alone.
Giselle is the only family you have left. Don't you think it's time you forgave her?
Sometimes words are harder to forgive than acts, Dr. Reed.
Perhaps your sister is not as tough as you are.
I know that, and I don't blame her. It just makes me sad that my own sister is the person I understand the least.
Okej.
Goodbye, Miss Pack.
Goodbye. Ajde samo popričam još jednom sa ovom da im da li ima personal nešto. Evo ima.
You speak of strikes and class enemy. Am I right to assume you're involved in trade union activism?
You bet I am. Well, I was. Nowadays, I'm just another worker blacklisted by the big companies.
Isn't the whole point of trade unions to help workers in need? Why don't they support you?
A few nights back, I lost the money my companions had asked me to hide. With me and my sister being penniless, they thought I stole it.
What really happened?
I drank too much that night. Strange men saw me count the money in that bar. Some sort of militia in uniform. I'm sure they robbed me.
You lost your job because of your beliefs.
Those bars.
Ok, znači pronašli smo novu investigation.
Giselle, tell me about the death of your mother.
After our father died, Mother worked so hard she made herself sick. We spent all the money we had on useless drugs and doctors. It was hell.
Hell? What do you mean?
The three of us were exhausted and desperate. And when I'm desperate, I tend to get angry. And I'm hard to live with. Lottie said I killed Mother.
You should talk to your sister. Whatever happened when your mother died, the truth lies somewhere between your two versions.
I don't want to talk about that. It was years ago. We Paxton sisters are tough. We don't apologize.
Volim ovo, da radite šta hoćete.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Ok, kao što smo rekli, imamo novu misiju. To je ovo. Da vidimo Speak for Thieves. Znači treba da pronađemo tog lopova. Čekaj, kako sad jednom? Dobro, ima 3. To je to. Mogu bi da ga gricnem. Healthy. A ne, fuck, ja sam zeznuo. O, 4 je dao, pravo sam 4. Ok, sve u svemu, ljudi, to bi bilo to od mene. Hvala vam na pažnji, mi se vidimo u narednom videu. Do tada vi budete pozdravljeni i čujemo se. Ćao!